What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the God Hoodz Billionaire. Welcome to Hoodz Billionaire TV. And today we gonna talk about the shooting in Uvalde, the mass shooting at the elementary school in Uvalde. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my YouTube. Let's go and get up to that first 1,000 followers. Let's talk about it. First thing we want to talk about. So it was a mass shooting. Sounds like the guy shot his grandmother or might have killed his grandmother before he even got there. That's already a red sign right there. Everybody love their grandma. So that already let me know you got some type of demonic force attached to you right there. They saying it's 15 people in total that's been shot. It's unconfirmed on the number of how many dead or how many not dead. So I can't give you an official number on that. I've heard as much as 15 dead. I've heard 2 dead, 13 injured. So we not 100% certain on that. They said the student was an 18-year-old, went to Uvalde High School, which is also in the Uvalde area. So that's pretty much everything that we know about that. Now, the first thing we want to talk about, because I know a lot of people are going to talk about gun control, which that is important. It is gun control is important. It is also important. The right to bear arms is also important. So there's got to be some type of median, you know what I mean, that we can come to, whether that be stronger background checks, whether that be psych evaluations for you can buy guns, things along that nature, because I definitely understand. That's 15 people who either lost their lives or gonna be drastically impacted for the rest of their life, and the family's lives gonna be drastically impacted for the rest of their life. So it's just a really sad situation. I'm just gonna be honest about it. It is a really, really sad situation. A lot of times when stuff like this happens, though, it was signs before it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure there were glaring red flags, whether it was the music he listened to. I'm sure if you went in the suspect's room, probably looked through some of his stuff, maybe some literature, diaries, behavior. It's a lot of red flags that I'm sure were there that were glanced over. And somehow, people like this kind of can slip through the cracks, because there's nobody kind of correct them on those red flags. And it's just one of those situations where it's just a snowball effect. If you mix all of those up, people missing over the red flags with energy, negative energy and positive energy are definitely there. They exist. The unseen, what we can't see, I think on the electromagnetic spectrum, I think we can see like 1% or less than 1% of reality. So all of the different things going over, all of the different energies out there, all the different radio waves out there, all of the different just waves of energy in general, and different gases and all those different things that are happening are beyond our perception, So in that negative realm, it's demons in that perception, in that realm of reality. It's negative energy in that realm of reality. Once it gets a hold of you, that can manifest itself into demonic stuff like we just saw. I was about to curse, but I know how YouTube be doing, huh? It can manifest itself in the 3-dimensional as demonic. You know what I mean? And people like this who are possessed by demonic forces, which exist in the negative energy realm of the unseen. It's there. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. It's just like oxygen. You know what I mean? The oxygen's there. You can't see it, but we know it's there because we need it. It's one of those same things. So, I feel bad for, everybody involved. The families are definitely gonna be, going through some situations. So all we really can do is pray for them. But this is just one of those situations where, we got to start figuring out some way. Do we need to arm teachers? What do we need to do? You know what I mean? Shout out Derek Grace. I see he be arming his kids. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm probably gonna take that same way when my children come along. You know what I mean? And go that same route. Because it is a cruel world, and you want to make sure that you protect your family, and you giving them all of the necessary tools that they need to operate in this realm. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's just what that sounds like to me. It just sounds like a mixture of mental and spiritual. You know, so a lot of mental issues that probably went unchecked, with some mixed with some demonic energy. Saw that pathway, saw a weak mind, saw a weak spirit, latched on to him, and that manifested itself in a demonic situation. You know what I mean? So that's just one of those things, man. It's just important that you don't never know what your kind word might do to help somebody or shift somebody in the right direction. So, you know, even though it sounded like this guy was too far gone, because he killed his grandma. I mean, you know, what type of guy killed his grandma? Like I said, but it's just one of them situations where, you know, you never know what a kind word or just checking on somebody, situations like that, can do to help somebody in that situation. But it might not could have been prevented. You know what I mean? Things happen. But I mean, that's just my take on the situation. I'm definitely gonna, like I said, gonna be giving y'all more content with my take on everything over here at Hoodz Billionaire TV. You know, I look forward to interacting. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. We about to run this up to 1,000 followers, man, and I appreciate everybody. I'm out.